It's another perfect day to continue our ascent. So walk with haste if you choose to stay and ignore the thrilling intent.
You descend deeper into the underbelly of the island. As you travel, the light grows increasingly dim. But for one of you, those conditions work to not only highlight your vision, it works to give you a full impression of the great tunnel work beneath the island. Marcus, as you scan the area around, you notice that the cave has sort of opened up. It almost feels like you're at the central point of some great bottle. You get the feeling that up above, it was probably narrower, and down below, it'll get narrower still. The question of how you're going to progress and how you're going to reach whatever this being is continues to press heavily on your mind.
So, we feeling north, or what are we thinking?
Inian, do we go down? Down's an option.
Is it an option?
Yeah.
We do have another esophagi straight ahead going right down, so I'm thinking...
Oh, it's so hard to see down here.
This is already further down than we've been before. Maybe we should look around some before we go further?
Question for the assembled group in front of us. How often do you all go spelunking?
Every weekend.
Really? Okay, she's going first. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm one of those people who, wishes they could say every weekend. Should I go first, too? Because I can't see real good.
If you want to, you're not heavy.
Is dungeon diving the same as splunking?
No, spelunking requires
Not
crawling
quite.
through incredibly tight spaces, and if you get stuck, it requires a very specific muscle group to pull yourself free.
Oh,
so
It's really exciting.
What group is that? I bet I have it.
Well, you have to exhale all of the air, and then you want to wiggle free before you suffocate to death.
For me, personally, the muscle group is not having an arm.
Oh, that's good.
Gregor, don't think about it.
Remember that.
Nah. I've weighed the benefits.
So if we are planning on descending, the option is either directly to the east, we have one where there is not an esophagi, drifting upward, or we can go down the one that does have an esophagi. I feel like going down the one without is probably the safest, but...
Agreed, and I think it's likely that they lead to similar places.
Well,
I imagine so.
We probably all go down, which is where I want to go.
Well, yeah.
Though, there is something I was...
And they're all just as yonic as each other, so...
Yonic.
Ooh, that's a fun word.
That is a good word.
It is, isn't it?
Where'd
It's
you
a good
learn
one.
that?
Oh, yeah, that's...
What the hell was that?
That was me getting bleeped up.
So there was one thing I was curious about regarding these holes. So looking at the stonework that is encasing it, this looks manufactured.
It looks like it is, yes.
They all do, actually.
Why?
As you run your hand along the side of it, you can tell that this is indeed manufactured, but not by modern tools. In fact, running your finger along the top of it, you could tell if this was made in a workshop or something equivalent, it would look very different. This was likely hacked away with almost on the spot via chisel.
Oh.
Or maybe not. Maybe it wasn't carved straight here because you examine the dirt near your feet. You could tell that there would be debris from the rock itself. It was likely carved somewhere very close and then carried to this location.
Okay. Is there any kind of maker's mark or stamp in them?
It reminds me of the Alarani pyramids. You know, the ones where they sell the fishing supplies?
Yeah, the cinder blocks.
I have a weird idea. Everyone get ready to move immediately.
In which direction?
Down probably is the best course of action.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Wait, so should I set up a rope?
I would do that. Let me know when you've done that, and I'm going to experiment. I mean, nothing might happen, and, then there's this whole build-up, and, so be it.
Indian gets to work alongside you. Okay, Mercy, what's the plan?
Mercy looking at this, she's like, military brain turns on. This is layered like a barricade. in a sense,
Mhm,
or something you
yes.
would do to keep something in. She is curious if this man-made structure is designed, is like the stone, is it like a unique kind of stone or is it just rock?
It appears to be rock from the
Oh.
wall, but it is very carefully carved into why these shapes? Why, in particular, these shapes? It just keeps running over your mind again and again. Oh,
Mercy,
Well, they're stackable.
Mercy is curious if she removes one of these bricks, if the creature would bleed outward and get stuck on this level instead of being on the ceiling.
ooh, interesting.
So she is going to move a brick and then very quickly step back just in case that theory is indeed true.
You're going to shove it down?
Yeah, you know what? She'll kick one, and so it just falls down.
Right on.
Boom, 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 boom. It bounces, creating a high resonance through the cave, and there's a moment of silence, and
Hey, it sounded like you're having fun over there. Whoa, it's gone?
It's gone.
What?
You dropped a brick on it.
No, I removed one of the bricks from the barrier.
You let it out.
But you dropped it on it.
But what if it... Yeah, what if it fell on top of the creature and therefore that's the surface that's immediately
Well, then we're done.
above it?
Or hit its head.
Meanwhile, at the bottom, Krug goes, I made it!
Oh, no.
And a short while later, Marcus, you notice something. Your head sort of twitches to the right, and you see it slowly
Oh.
extend up from here, and it pins itself to the ceiling again.
Oh, what does that mean?
Oh, what the hell?
Does that mean they can only travel through closed portals?
Huh. Or,
Maybe. Well, or it's less work to go up through holes that already exist, right?
Yeah, but there's still a hole there.
Because if it...
The
if
hole still exists.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
But what do the bricks mean? Why is that a problem? They're rock. There's nothing special. They just happen to outline the hole.
Where it's reaching up into the ceiling, what is the ceiling like?
oh, now that's a very interesting question. You look up at this.
We should push another brick onto this one, too.
You look up at the ceiling, and through confirmation by Marcus, you can tell that there are signs of almost erosion on that segment of the ceiling itself. Marcus, you focus real hard, and you can tell that up above these areas, the rock is almost porous.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, no, it looks like pumice or something up there. It's like there's a bunch of little holes through it, so maybe it's...
But it's not running through another hole up in the ceiling.
No, it's running through what appears to be relatively porous rock.
So maybe if there's a bunch of small holes, it functions the same as one larger hole for it?
Or the holes are a result of it being there for a long time.
Bingo, Gregor!
Oh.
Like the
An
meteor
excellent point.
wears down.
Oh, it eats away.
the stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is
These are here for a long, long time.
You have such a big brain.
positively massively brained. It's a lot of the erosion that we've been seeing around the island appears to be the work of long-term exposure to these things.
But then doesn't the fact that it needs to be enclosed in a circle imply some sort of ritual?
Potentially. Something further down, perhaps?
Maybe it just didn't like you dropping a brick there. It's like, oh, this place isn't safe. I'll go over here.
Speaking of, we should drop another brick and see what it does.
Oh, yeah.
If we consider these almost... He looks through the area, he's like, if we consider these holes almost geysers or paths, if it takes the most convenient path for itself to the surface, by dropping another brick down, likely we would be moving it from here to a different location. So, you drop another brick down, boom, boom,
Yes.
boom, boom. And then everyone awkwardly waits. And then, on the south side of the room, boom, it extends up and attaches to the roof again.
Hello.
And there it is.
Okay, so here's my question. We've been pushing these bricks down. But what if somebody strong Mercy started picking them up and moving them out of the way?
I mean, I could do that.
I mean, we both can. So, Greg, you want to grab a brick and just move it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I am not a baby boy.
No one said that.
Wait, who told... How did you learn about the baby boy?
Do you think that really helps us, Marcus? Like, really? Damn it. I'll make this abundantly clear. No one calls you a baby boy.
Oh no, the baby boy is a concept that Ian and I came up with. It's something that we chant to make it sound like we're in a cult.
Oh, so you two.
Yeah.
We
We were going around going baby boy, so that if anybody was nearby, they'd be like, man, that's a weird cult worshiping something real weird.
Oh, you worship the baby boy.
Well, I mean, we like to give the impression that we worship the baby boy, but
I think that's the big thing, yeah. I mean, it's
I'm going to move a brick.
It's most cult stuff. We're just paying lip service primarily.
Yeah, pretty much.
Inian, you were in a coven. You don't have to pretend to be in a cult.
Listen, covens are entirely different.
Those are two very, very different things.
It's entirely different things.
Maybe you should take this more seriously in case one day the baby boy returns and wants to lead.
I think that's pretty unlikely, but...
I mean, if this theoretical baby boy exists, which, you know...
Unlikely, let's be real.
Let's be real.
Let's
And
not count it out.
moving bricks too, and as you pull them back, you start to get a better idea for what the mechanism of this thing is. And it is with no small amount of dawning horror that you realize that this hole is very intentionally carved, and you yank a brick backwards and you sort of pull it away. To describe what you're looking down, you're not actually looking down a hole. You're looking down a large chimney.
Chimney is a hole.
A chimney is a hole made by...
But it's a constructed
it's a constructed hole.
It's not a natural hole.
Okay.
But it looks like it's eroded to make that shape.
It looks like... So... It
looks like it was eroded and somebody built around it to prevent it from eroding further.
Or did someone construct dig the chimney out?
It looks like there is a combination of eroded rock, but it looks like someone intentionally turned this into an almost chimney or flue for this thing to touch the surface. This is a man-made structure.
Well, we don't know that it's for this thing to touch it. They could have just wanted, a chimney in the ground.
Underground.
Yeah, there could be a fireplace at the bottom of that.
And
Fair point.
I don't want to assume that they made it for this. Who would do that?
one additional point. By pushing one of the rocks here down the hole, you functionally blocked it halfway down.
Mm-hmm.
Those tunnels that you just took would require some work to basically pull that brick out of so that you could continue down. You can tell that these tunnels right here get very, very narrow as they go down.
Interesting.
Oh, so if we did Harlock's plan, we'd all get funneled.
Oh.
Oh, we could squeeze through a tiny hole.
Wow.
So this means we should try and throw as many bricks down as we can, right? And then look for another way down?
Just block it up to spite it.
It'll make it really
or-
difficult for us to get down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Okay, well, maybe we can block up... Well, we've blocked up 2 already. We can leave this one open so that it goes out of there and then go down the
Guys,
last
it's
one?
time to spelunk.
Wait, I'm confused. This thing can just go through the ground. Like, not actually through a hole, but it just it goes through the ground like a ghost. And yet, down there, it gets blocked by the ground and can only come out the little funnel spout.
No, Gregor, I think it takes the path of least resistance. So if there's
Exactly.
an easier way for it to get to the top, it'll take that path. So as long as there is an easier way.
But it can also be a ghost. Okay.
It'll take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
But-
so it does. It's taking the way that allows it to do the least work to reach the surface.
So it's like Inian.
So if we were to close all of these holes, it would try to find the most porous area of rock and proceed through that.
Oh, this is how it gets us, though. Inian puts up a finger. If we block up every hole, right? And then we unblock one of the holes to go down ourselves, it'll just rush up to meet us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we just don't block up the last hole and we go down that one, right? So we leave this one open and we leave the one we go down.
Unless
open.
we become the block for the hole.
Well, but we won't go down the one that has the thing coming out of it, right?
We don't have to block them up now. We can go down and see what's down there.
If we're going to be spelunking, we'll be going into a tight space, thus sealing the hole.
True.
Ourselves. Oh my god.
But it's not actually coming. This is the only one that's coming up out of a hole right now, right? So we
Right,
don't
yes.
spelunk down this one. We spelunk down the one in the northwest.
So hopefully no stalagmites fall from the ceiling and block the hole.
That's really specific.
Well,
Inian looks up at the ceiling.
we could put a board over. Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't work because that would also block the
That
hole.
would block the hole.
I misheard you. I thought you said put a gourd over it, and I was like, with what gourd? And why?
I'm gonna pull a small squash out of my.
Yeah, you're
pack.
not getting my pumpkin. Inian pulls out her big pumpkin.
I love that.
This is my snack and squash. Okay.
What big pumpkins you have?
Pumpkin, singular. Someday.
Oh, do you want to
Someday
bite
I'll
of
have
my
more than one.
zucchini?
You know,
Why do you
I
all
can-
have gourds?
So, thinking about the pumpkin, sorry to get sidetracked. Dear, I'm so sorry. We just do this sometimes. Thinking about the pumpkin, Inian, I know you mentioned earlier that you wanted, like, a broom to fly around in. What about just riding the pumpkin? That would be cute.
Inian places her.
Pretty small pumpkin to stand on.
It's big enough for me. Inian sits on the pumpkin and
Okay.
tries to levitate it.
But is it structurally stable enough?
Oh, yeah, it looks like you're trying to hatch the pumpkin.
I did not come to the bottom of this cave. Inian sits on top of the pumpkin and starts to lightly berate all of you as she rises into the air. Structural
Oh my
stability maintained.
You showed us.
Yeah,
See?
Okay.
this is literally perfect. Thank you so much, Mercy. And then she starts
Okay.
to float, and it's
Oh, and
But-
then if you carved a face into it, ooh, that'd be fun.
oh, and I could breathe fire. She moves significantly slower than
Is that
anyone walking.
Not hard to balance on.
Oh,
It'll
it's
rot faster.
no, trust me. The cheat control required for this, unreal. She floats. She's
You have
going.
my- you have my respect.
so slowly. Listen, I respect any wizard who's got cheat control.
Well, what about an alchemist, huh?
Good cheat control is important for all varieties of magic, but and also holy shit.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting that
Marcus
one go in
takes
the
a good
background.
long look at Faria.
What? And he
Nothing.
whizzes by in the background.
Can you believe we saved Tannhauser? Crazy.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't entirely because of our cheek control, but that probably played a part in it.
Inian, don't fall in the hole.
I'm not going to fall in the hole.
Also, we're dismantling the rope we set up at the other one to set up over
Oh,
here.
of course.
I thought-
Gregor,
just to be clear.
Inian starts to lightly pitch to the side over the hole.
No.
Oh dear, come back.
It's the slowest descent you've ever seen.
And Ian, are you doing that on purpose?
No, absolutely not. I think I might die.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reach out a glaive.
What did I tell you about not falling in the hole?
I'm sorry, my cheat control isn't that good. You hold the glaive out and she.
Wait,
This is what you get for cheek hubris.
what just happened?
What?
What just happened? Why were you descending
Indian-
down the hole?
Drove her pumpkin bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, she started falling off her pumpkin partway through because of cheek hubris.
Was that because of you, or was that because of the conditions of the hole?
Oh my god. Did my cheek hubris discover something?
No, you were. I think you were just slipping off the pumpkin you were sitting on.
No.
Yeah, I
Let's-
think that's just a property of holes. Things fall in holes.
no, we're going to entertain Harlock's theory.
Okay.
My cheeks do not lie. It says floating back over
I
the
believe
hole.
in them. They never lied to me.
What are you all talking about? And Ian starts to like float down lightly, and she's like, huh. It is kind of weird, actually.
Is it a thing of like the gravity is becoming more fierce, or
Or do you have less control of your magic over these holes?
Points at Mercy.
Oh.
huh?
Huh.
Interesting.
I suppose it's similar to the density of the meteor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, what the hell?
Can you come back up? You probably shouldn't go any further.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Gregor Glaive, before I die,
Yeah, here.
please. My hubris, my hubris. You yank her out.
There we go.
Okay, cool. We discovered something important here today, guys.
Things
Yeah.
fall in holes.
What do we do with it though?
We should just understand that the closer we get to the source, the heavier we're going to be.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Maybe
What if we cross the event horizon?
What?
It does. Is gravity interrupted by rock?
It doesn't look like it.
Why is it heavier over a hole then?
I'm wondering if it's again just the thing of the path of least resistance. So as this thing is making a connection to the surface, it's
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Yeah, if it's not it's more like sucking.
Oh, it's sucking. That's the no. It yells over there. It's like sucking on something that's blocked up.
Oh, like a stuffy nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're the lozenge.
Oh, I don't want to be the lozenge.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Oh.
It's a suckhole.
Everyone comes to a horrifying realization and nods solemnly. Well deduced, my friends.
My God.